Hi, this is Brother Sean with eLearning Brothers. In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to recreate this fun watercolor background effect. You'll notice I've got a watercolor background. I have texture in here and then just different paint colors that look like someone actually watercolored on the canvas. This is kind of a fun technique that I've been wanting to play with to use actually in some e-learning courses. So I'm going to go and close this file down, and I've got another file opened up. I'm using Adobe Photoshop to do this, and there are a couple things that you'll need to have when you get started doing this. One thing is you'll need to download some Adobe Photoshop brushes. There's some watercolor brushes, and I have a link for it on my blog here. And then also you'll want the watercolored paper texture background, and I have a link also on the blog for that texture. So the first thing we're going to do, let's just go and import that texture paper. So what I'm going to do is go out and navigate to my downloaded files where I've already downloaded that watercolor paper JPEG, and then I can simply just drag this right into my new file that I'm working with. And if it needs to be resized, it is a large file, so depending on how big your canvas size is, you might want to resize that down. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so that the paper looks a little bit more natural. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is actually install your brushes. To do that in Adobe Photoshop, there's plenty of tutorials online for this, but I'll give you just a kind of a quick hit here. You'll want to go to your brush tool in Adobe Photoshop, click on the little arrow up here on the top where you can go and select the size and the hardness and the different types of brushes. And there should be a little settings icon right up here on the right box of it. You'll want to navigate down and click Load Brushes. And then from Load Brushes, you can just navigate to the actual ABR file that you want to install for your brushes. And that's the one that you would have downloaded from the link that's provided on the website. I've already done this, so I'm just going to click Cancel. And once you actually install those brushes, they will automatically populate in your little list here. And you can kind of just select which type of paint splatter you want. Kind of give you an idea as you hold the brush over your canvas of what this might look like. Next thing I'm doing, once I selected a brush I want to use, I want to make sure I select a cool color for this. So I'm just going to pick a kind of a brighter blue color. And over on my layers palette, I don't really want to put this right on my texture file. I'd rather actually do a new layer and then kind of layer these on top of each other. So I can just kind of go ahead and paint one in there, make a new layer, and now I'm going to go pick a different brush splatter that I can put on top of that, and I can just start recreating whatever effect I really want. Once again, I like to make new layers here so I can kind of move them around later if I want. And you can just kind of start playing here. If you want to pick different colors, might be kind of a fun effect to see if there's another kind of color you want to introduce in here. And I like to just pick lots of different types of paint strokes to give different effects. And you can kind of just paint that however you want. Once you get it how you would like and you want to import that into your course, all you need to do is just export this out as a JPEG or a PNG file. You can do that just by File, Save As, and then wherever you want to save this file and the different formats. I'd recommend doing a JPEG or a PNG file. And then just give it a name. You can import that right into Adobe Captivate, Articulate Storyline, or any other e-learning software tools that you're using. Well, I hope this tip and trick has been helpful for you in creating watercolor texture effects. Thanks a lot.